All right, Michael, it's the second week in camp with the Jamaican team. How are you gelling in at the squad and everyone else, really?
Yeah, no, it's been going really well. I've enjoyed training so far. I think stuff's starting to really pick up now. This week, the intensity in training has gone up a level. Obviously, we've got the business to do on Sunday against Ireland, so all the boys are stepping up in training and we're getting ready for our first World Cup game.
And just so fans back home get to know a little bit more about you, can you tell us about the Jamaican heritage? Was it parents or grandparents that came over?
Yeah, so it's my whole family came over. So my grandparents and my parents were both born in Jamaica. They both came to England in the 60s. Yeah, and pretty much they all migrated to Huddersfield. And then I just picked up the game from there. But my mum was born in Hanover in Jamaica, and my dad was born in Kingston. And they all came over to work in the textile mills in Huddersfield in the early 60s, early 70s.
Yeah, and we have an opportunity to catch a bit of the Super League back home in Jamaica. I just wanted to know from you what has contributed to that longevity that you've had at Huddersfield. Not many players in any sport get to play over a decade at one team.
Yeah, just consistency, hard work and consistency. From a young age, I was told that if you're consistent and if you're hard working, you will stay and you'll have a long career. So I make the most out of every single training day. I make sure I work really, really hard to stay fit and stay at the top of my game, because there's pressure from all areas when you're playing in Super League. You've got people constantly trying to take your spot, from the young boys to other signings, so you've got to make sure you stay at the top of your game, and the only way to do that is to work harder than everyone else, and that's something I've tried to pride myself on throughout my career.
Yeah, you made your debut for Jamaica in that England Knights game in 2019, but the qualifiers was the year before.
Yes.
Did you have a chance to watch the games and see the lads qualify?
Yeah, I actually signed up the year before. I really wanted to play in the qualifiers, but the coach at Huddersfield at the time, it was in pre-season, and I wasn't granted a release to come and play, which was very disappointing. But obviously, once I watched the games and I seen the boys qualified, I was over the moon, and I was adamant then that the next year that I would be playing, and I made that pretty clear. So, no, obviously since I've been in this group, it's been awesome. It's changed my life. I never enjoy Rugby League more than when I'm part of this group. So I know that obviously once I'm playing, I'll keep playing, and then when my career finally does end, I want to be part of this Jamaica group for a long time to come, whether that's on the coaching staff, helping out any way I can. I want to stay part of this group.
Yeah, you spoke about the game on Sunday coming up. You played most likely against some of these lads that we will play against. What advice would you give to some of the domestic lads that are a bit new to English conditions and some of the players they'll play against?
That's it. Just don't overcomplicate things and just do your job. Just do your job. Obviously, we've trained and we've prepared well. All the hard work's been done on the training field now. Enjoy it, embrace the experience. There's going to be a big crowd there. The game's going to be very fast, especially those opening exchanges. But you'll soon settle in and you'll soon realise it's just like any other game. You just focus in. Keep it nice and simple, do your job and be fine, and enjoy the experience.
Yeah, and despite the result over in Cumbria, were you satisfied that we got 80 minutes under our belt to build a bit of chemistry in the squad?
Yeah, definitely. I thought we got what we needed out of the game. Obviously that first half was very, very competitive, and then the guys got some good minutes in the second half. We put some of our shapes together and processes. We'd only had 2 training sessions before that game, so it's never going to be perfect. It's probably not going to be perfect this weekend, but hard work and effort will make up for those kind of things, and we're looking to build this game as the tournament goes on. So no, I'm very excited for Sunday's game.
Yeah, and Michael, of course, you know Yorkshire quite well, the Jamaican community in Huddersfield, Bradford, Leeds, so Sunday's game could feel like a home game for us if they come out, the fans.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously there's a large Caribbean contingent that are living in Leeds and the surrounding areas, so hopefully all these fans will come out and show their support for the Reggae Warriors this Sunday.